go to the software named as ETAB. So let me close it, and this is a symbol of ETAB. Double click on ETAB presentation. This is a first site of the model where there are uh, these I can say pull out menu or pull down menu. If you click on that, you get a different menu. Click on anything and you will get a different menu. Or click on that. So let us start a new drawing, and that you can go through this. Click on new model, and model initialization will be asked. Uh, how ETAB has a interface with you. Uh, Always when you ask ETAB to do something, ETAB will ask you to fulfill the some initial let's say initial information through this table. So this is a model initialization. Here, go to use built-in setting, then display unit. Click on display units and go to MKS metric system. Then steel database Indian, steel design IS 800, and concrete design IS 456. So this is first initialization. Click on OK. Then another information is asked in this, and here you can go for custom spacing. So that now you have to go for custom spacing and click on edit grid data. So click over there, and you see this is to be fulfilled. Now how that, these are the grid IDs A, B, C, D. So what are the grid IDs which we have defined over here? So go to AutoCAD and you can see A, B, C, D, E, F. So the distances are 5.095. So either you can switch to one or other. So let's say it is 5095. Another is 320, 3280, then 2050. So 2050, then 3280, 3280, and 5095. Okay, so these are horizontal spacing, so that the grid lines will be vertical, and in a horizontal there will be three grid lines. One is 4290, 4290. So in y direction it is 4290. So go to ETAB model and click here for display grid data as spacing. So click on over here and give the, now the X spacing is in meters. So we'll have to go to 5.095. Then for B, it is 3.28. So 3.28. Then here 2.05, 2.05. And here it will be again 3.28. So 3.28. Okay. And then another is to be added. So you will have to click on add. So E will be added and it will be 2.05, 3.28. So 3.28 and final it is 5.095. 5.095. So it is always it is in meters, and then for Y grading, if you see in your AutoCAD drawing, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so here it is given 1, 2, and 3. So for that, you don't need this 4. So you can delete that, and 4.29, 4.29. Then last has to be uh, click on here, so that okay, 4.29 and 4.29, 4.29, and third is 0. Then here go to add F. E is 5.09, 5.095. So click OK, and here now you will have to go for your number of slabs. So see over here, base is somewhere here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say 1. Base is over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you will have to go for 7, and the base distance is 1.5 and remaining distance is 3. So go to ETAB model and click on here as 6. Then typical story height, and this is bottom story height, which is 1.5, and then click on OK. If you click on OK, you see this is the grid: 5.095, 3.28, 2.05, 3.28, 5.095, and 4.29, 4.29. So this is the grid that we need. Okay. Now this the ETAB software will have two windows, and the first window you can see over here, plan, setting, Z. So story number 6 and Z. So now you can start creating the model which you are having uh, like this. Let's say go to again AutoCAD, and you can see now you can create the model. Okay. So let's start creating the model. So for before creating the model, we will have to go for define. So first go to define, click on define, and click on material properties. So which material you are going to use, unless and until you give the instruction to any software, the software cannot take a decision on its own. So what we will do, we'll add here a new material. So we'll click on add new material. Then we'll click on India as a region. Then material type, we'll click on concrete, because we are creating a model in concrete. Uh, then standard will be Indian, and grade, let's say we'll be using grade as M20, and click on OK. So the M20 material properties are displayed over here, which is a default setting for this. So you just have to go for defining M20. So all M20 properties are displayed over here. So click on OK. So you can see that M20 is added. Okay. Then if you want to create anything, let's say beam or column, these are called as line elements, and these are defined by the cross-sectional dimensions. For concrete beam, we can go for 230 by 450, 300 by 550. So what we have chosen over here in our architectural drawing, that For beam, we'll be going for 230 by 450, and for columns, we'll have these three different sizes: 230 by 450, 230 by 450, 230 by 600. So these are the sizes that we'll have to first define. So then we'll define the sizes. So how to define? Go to define, go to section properties, and in section properties, go to frame section. So click on frame section, and these are the default settings which you can edit or you can add your own. So first, what I will do, I will delete whatever the default sections are there. I don't need, I will create my own. So you can go to here, delete multiple properties, and here I will select all and delete. So click OK. Now this you can delete by one property has to be there because you cannot delete that. And if you click on this, you will give you cannot delete this property. At least one property has to be there in the default setup. So now we'll go to defining our property. So that will go to add new property. First we have deleted it through this, and now we'll add the property. So click on that. You will get these are the different properties that you can create in this ETAP model. Now for concrete, we can go for this rectangular or circular or trapezoidal or I-shaped beam of such size. So out of that, we'll go to concrete. In that, first I will define beam. So for defining beam, let's say uh, I will define the property name as B for beam 230 by 450 as my concrete size, and grade will be M20. So this way I can define the property so that I can understand by this name only that this beam is 230 by 450 having grade of concrete as M20. Now in material which you have defined, I will choose that material. So M20. The material chosen will be M20. Section will be rectangular, and here I will write the property as in mm. Right side you see mm. So light up. So we can go for that 230 and here 450. So this way we can create the property, and now go to click on this modify show rebar. Click on that, and here for column this, and for beam only beams are designed for flexure. So click on this that M3 design only for beam, and write the bottom bar reinforcement here, cover to longitudinal rebar group. So what is the cover to bottom bars? About 25, and for top bars you can say 25. So cover to longitudinal rebar. Then in this, uh, actually we should have gone to design this also. So the first will have to go back because we have not defined the Indian standard that. So let's go to define, and in material properties, as we have defined this, we have to add new material and click here. Instead of concrete, now go for rebar, and in rebar India FE415 and click OK. So that will be 415 has been added, and now again you will have to go back section properties, frame section, and again this is to be deleted. So delete that, then delete that and click OK and add new property concrete, then B, which is B 230 by 450, and grade will be M20, and then here it will be M20, then rectangular, then this is as 230 by, we are repeating that because we have not defined for FE415, that's why we have to go back and click on modify, and here click on M3, then click on 25 and click on 25, then go to 415 FE415 and keep it as 0 and click OK. Now this beam is defined, so click on OK. Now you can delete this because that also we do not need. So the one property is there. Now we'll create the properties for beams. So again go back to here, properties for column. So 230 by 450 and 230 by 600. These are the two properties for columns, and that will define first. So again procedure is same. Add new property, click on concrete, then in name property, now write C for column and 230 by 450, grade of concrete will be M20. So that is the name of the column property. Then material will be M20 and size will be 230, width and 450 as depth. Okay. And then go to modify show rebar. Here it is M3 for column, it is to be highlighted. Then longitudinal bars FE415, FE415. Then size will be rectangular. Confinement bars or lateral ties will be ties, and here the clear cover is 40. Then number of longitudinal bars in 3 direction. Now 3 direction is nothing but it is parallel to width. So parallel to width there will be 2 bars, and number of longitudinal bars parallel to 2 direction, that means parallel to depth. Let's say there will be or we can keep 5 bars. Then go for any bar size that you need. Let's say select 16, so that the area, cross-sectional area. Then for ties you can go for 8 mm dia and spacing, and here you can go for 3 direction. There will be 1 2 3 4 5, so it will be 5 in 3 direction, and 2 will be in 2 direction. So it is 2. Click OK. Click OK. So the property 230 by 450 has been defined. Same again, you have to define as many properties as you want to be used in software. So here 230 by 600 and M20. Except the size, everything will be same. So M20, the size it will be 230, and this instead of 450 now it will be 600. Modify show bars. Here again you will have to select 415, then same, and here in 2 direction you can say, in 3 direction it will be 2, and let's say 5. let's say 20, no matter, and click over as 8. Then in 3 direction, again it will be 5, and this will be 2, and click OK. Okay. Now we have created a beam property, a column property, and now we'll be in a position to draw the columns. You can draw the columns, but if you want to draw the columns at all floors, we have to go to this window where one story is printed. Click on that and make it all story, so that the columns, whatever columns you will draw, will be drawn on all story. Otherwise it will draw at only one story, and individual floor level you will have to draw the columns. Okay, so go to draw. Okay, in draw you can go to draw beams and column here, and in draw beams and column you have to go to quick draw columns. Okay, so click on this, and here in the this window you will see the property. So select the property that you want. You can select this 230 by 450. Now you will have to see where are the 230 by 450. So go to our model. Here C1 to C6 is 230 by 450. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 columns, uh, and again 7 to 12, 13 to 18. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So edge columns will be having a size of 230 by 450. So go to this, and you can quick draw by this way. So the columns are drawn. You can see the same way. You can click on this and you can draw the columns. So the columns are drawn. Uh, no doubt there is a orientation, but that will consider later on. So click on another property, that column 230 by 600, and see 230 by 600 column in architectural GA drawing, that 7 to 12. Okay, so 7 to 12 will have a size of 230 by 600. So you can go there and see it and click on that. So how easy it is, that is what I want to show you. So click on that, then click on this select object section, and so that you can see that you have drawn a beam. Now if you see, all columns are uh, having D parallel to X axis, while we do not have that case. We are having something different. So 3 and 4 and 15 and 16 are oriented in vertical manner. Rest of the columns are oriented in uh, parallel to X axis. Okay, so we have to go to parallel to Y axis. So 3, 4, 15, and 16. So what we can do, we will select them. So for this is a selection process. As all story option is on, you can see here selected, 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 and selected. So we have selected 4 columns, and we want to change their orientation. So we can change the orientation through going to assign. So click on assign, click on frame, and in frame you can see right over here local axis. So click on local axis and make the local axis, instead of 0, make it 90, and click OK. You can see now whatever. Now these are showing the local axis. Uh, See, these are the local axis directions as per our orientation. And if you want to remove that local axis display, you can go to assign and clear display of assign. So if you click on this, the display of local axis will be disappeared. So these are the waving options and nothing else. So you can see this way. Now let's see if you want to see it in 3D structure, what you have to go to view, and you can go to set display options, and in display options you click on this extrude frames. So click on this, apply it to all windows and click on OK. So this is how your structure will look like. Okay. Now if I do not want it, again I can go over there. I can click on this and apply to all windows and click OK. So that display will be gone. So this way you can create the, now if you want to see it in but that will see it later on. Let's go to architectural and see what are the options. Now these are the beams that we have to draw. We have drawn only columns. Now we have to draw these beams also. So either you can go by uh, floor to floor basis, or you can quickly draw that. So if I see uh, all these columns are connected, here also the columns are connected, here also the columns are connected, so here also the columns are connected. So what I will do, I will go to that and I will go to similar option, and in similar option, now I want to draw the beams. For that I have to go to draw, let me go to draw. In draw beam column face, first we have seen how we can draw the columns. Now we'll draw the beams by quick draw beams and columns method, and I will see that 230 by 450 beam size is selected. Or if I want something else, but we are having only one, so there is only one beam and column. So you have to see that first, and then in single click you can see I have drawn all columns. Okay, as I have considered it similar, it has not drawn anything at base. You can see that. And then go to this selection. Always go to selection when you are not doing anything. So go to that and see that these beams are to be drawn. These beams which are not on grid line, then this beam is also to be drawn. And you can see they are everywhere except terrace. Okay, so either I can draw it and later on I can remove it from terrace. So we'll go to draw at all floors and then we'll remove at terrace level. Okay, how to draw that? What you will have to do is, you are over here and there is a 1055 distance from this beam to this beam. Okay, then what you will have to, first you will have to draw this beam. Now this beam is either 2810 from this grid line, or 2285 from this grid line. You can use that. So Let us go to uh, okay, 2.81. We'll consider this 2.81 as offset distance from this grid line. Okay, so go to this and select this beam and select this beam. Okay, so I have selected the two beams, and I will go to edit, and in edit I will go to replicate. Replicate means copy. So I will go to replicate, and in replicate I can go to linear option with dx and dy. Dx and dy are the incremental data. So how much incremental data that we need? We can see that 2.81. Okay, so in meters I will just put 2.81, and dy will be 0. And how many numbers? 1, 2, 3. So I want only one, so the one is there. And uh, if I want to delete original, then also the facility is there, but we want to keep the original also there. So I will not click anywhere anything over here, and I will just click on this. Okay, so click on this, and once you go over here you can see that. So this beam is drawn. So that doesn't mean that you have to draw on grid line only. Anywhere you can draw, provided you know the proper distances. So again, go to this and see. Okay, we'll draw this first. So it is 1055 from this end to this. So what I can do, I can create a point offset from this to 1055. So I can create the joint also. So go to that 1055. So I will go to draw, and I will go to draw joints, draw joint objects. And in joint object, now it is asking me in mm. So I will have to go to y. So if you see, the y axis is upwards. So I will have to go to this as 1055 and not 1.055, because the unit chosen is mm. So 1055, and I will click on this point. Then I will click on this point. Then I will go to minus 1055, minus 1055. So with respect to this, it will be in minus direction. So click on this and click on this. Once you get the joints, now you can draw the beam using draw option, draw beam column face, and draw a beam column. And here see that beam is 230 by 450. So now I can click on this, and I can click on this. So okay, then from this to this, and okay. Is it clear? Okay. Now let's move to this. So this much is clear. Now in plan, you also have a beam B12 as 1140 from this grade line. So you can create that also. So go to ETAB model, and uh, first draw, or you can draw this also. So first let's select this, or let's draw the points. Uh, what is the distance? 1140. So draw again. Go to joints and 1140, and that has to be minus y. Minus 1140, and click on this joint, grid point C2, then grid point D2. So the two joints are created, and now you can draw the beam from one joint to another. So draw beam option, draw beams, and see that 230 by 450 is there, and you can draw it from this point to this point, and enter and click OK. So this way you can create the beams. Now if you see our GA arrangement, and the plinth is clear, and rest of there is also these beams which are not here. Okay, so for that what you will have to do, you will have to make a certain relation, or you can delete draw it over here also, and then later on delete only this, but will not use that. You can see uh, there are no the beams at this level, so only these two beams, and these two beams uh, are all over. So for that you will have to make a little bit arrangement, and that arrangement you can do it over here by going to edit, and edit story and grid system, and in edit story grid system, modify show story data. See here, now this will make certain changes, that master story. So what we'll do, we'll make this as master story. So click yes, and make this story similar to this story. So similar to story number 2, then similar to story number 2, and similar to story number 2, and again this also similar to story number 2. So click on master, make it no, and click on this and make it similar to story number 2. So if you do that much, and now if you go to this, now this is at plan view, z equal to 16.5, which is top. Let us go to second story. So you can go to second story through this. Click on plan and click on story number 2. So you can see that you are at story number 2. Now here you can see plan view story number 2, z equal to 4.5. That is what, a 3 meter plus 1.5. So 0 is at base. So first story is 1.5, and second story is 3 meter above first plinth level. So the z height, or vertical height, is 4.5. That is mentioned over here. Now here you can draw that beam. So go to there and see the distance is, let's say, 2285. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll we'll select this, and 2285. So it is 2285. So offset them to edit, replicate in x direction, 2285. Let me check it again, 2285. So it will be 2.285. So that is in meters. That's why I'm saying 2.285. And I will, you can see over here, uh, if you go over there, he is drawing the beam. So you can see whether you want to click OK or not. So if you click OK, the beam is drawn. And you can see the beam is not drawn at plinth level. Let's say go to 1, it is not drawn, but it is drawn at every floor above. So let's story 1, story 2, it is drawn. Then if you go 1 story, so all story, it has been, this is base plinth first. So it is drawn at all story. Now we want to draw the, okay, now at story number terrace plan and story number 6, which is terrace, and go to here as a 1 story, so that only this much will be deleted, because at terrace these beams are not there. So I will delete them through this. So I will select first and then I will delete, and only the beams at terrace will be deleted, that you can verify. So it is there. Okay. So again, go to story number 2, and now here you want to draw the two beams in this direction, where uh, it will have a distance of this 1055. So it will be 1055 at all floors except terrace. Okay, so it will be all floors except terrace. So that you can 1055. So again, procedure is same. Draw joints, and first y equal to 1055. Okay, and I will click on this joint. Okay, so this joint, then I will click on this joint. Okay, then I will make it as minus 1055 minus 1055, and click on this joint, click on this joint. It is drawn somewhere. Clicking has to be very perfect, otherwise it will draw somewhere else. So no doubt you can delete that. How to delete that? You can go over there, and this you do not want. Okay, so go to select menu, select this and delete this. So that is deleted. Okay, now you have to draw the beams over here, so that it will be copied everywhere except terrace. So again, you have to go to similar and then draw. Otherwise, he will draw only at that floor. That means this floor, which is at z equal to 4.5. So beams, draw beams, and see that 230, 450 is there, and draw from this joint to this joint, enter, and from this joint to this joint, and enter. Okay, now close this, go to selection arrow and see it as, and you can see it is not drawn. Actually it is drawn because we have not made similar also, that terrace is also similar. So again I will go to 1 story and I will select the top story, which is terrace, and I will select this beam. I will select beam, and I will see that only two frames are selected, and I will click them. Okay, so then you can select the two joints and you can make them. Okay, so the entire drawing is prepared. Now what is left? Uh, the support conditions. So click on elevation or go to plan and go to base and click OK. Now here you are having the supports and see that one story option is on, and select all joints by cross window. So all joints are selected. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 3, 3, 18. So 18 joints are selected. That is what, because of this one story. Had it been similar story, then the above joints will have also been selected. So after selecting the joints, go to assign, go to frame, and in frame assign release and partial effectivity, then end length insertion local axis output to joints, not frame. You will have to go to joints and click on restraint. So if you click on restraint, you will see that there are this is fixed beam, this is a hinge beam, this is the roller, and this is free support. So I will click on this fixed beam so that the supports will become fixed, and click on OK. So the supports are assigned. That support I can see, I cannot see in plan, so I will have to see it in elevation. So already 1, 2, 3, then A, B, C, D, E, and F. All elevations are available. If you click on elevation and you see that A, B, C, D, E, F, and 1, 2, 3, you can select anything and you will be in elevation. And see here, the supports are assigned. Okay. So this way you can create the entire model. I think this much is enough today. Let's